It's the 3rd of November today.
That guy loses track every time.
Just before, Hamish was like, what's the date today?
The
Is it
20-something
20-something?
No, we're in November now.
Also, look how fancy we are today.
Yeah.
I wore a shirt.
It just happened, I don't know.
No, because I always wake up and like, the state of the game today. Oh wait, I shouldn't look like a hobo every time. Because Yannick's always really well dressed.
In a suit. Right. You heard it first.
Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Oh, we got a lot of people in here. It's like it's
Chat is crazy.
it feels like this is exemplifying the hype that people have for 1.4. And I've noticed it online in all forums recently. I don't mean one, but I mean like different websites, Twitter's going crazy, forums. Look, and we're not saying that there aren't issues. There are still issues, but in general, 1.4 is super well received. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm having
An awesome time playing it.
Yeah, so do I.
Yes. Hobo Hamish confirmed in 1.5 apparently. Thanks, Sasquapola. So today, people were like, oh, Hamish seems excited. They must be announcing survival. That's not. We wouldn't do that on State of the Game, for one.
Setting expectations.
Ingen
So
survival.
we are not announcing, we are not really.
Nej, men det kommer de att göra med en special report.
Yeah. I'm in your shot.
I mean, people said yesterday, yeah, like my prediction for the state of the game is going to be that Hamish is going to be the good guy and Yannick the bad guy. And
That's what-
everything. So I have to be the bad cop. I have to tell you right away, guys. Sorry, no survival reveal in the state of the game.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom. And I take the role of the bad guy. I'm sorry.
Vad ska de prata om då?
That doesn't mean, you know, it's
Lingon?
far off.
It's coming soon. It's coming
I
soon.
would say this, and then we can get back in your shot, just so it doesn't seem, it seems like we're doing it on purpose, but Kevin's going to fix that in just a second. The State of the Game is pre-recorded, feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Hunted hatred, disproven. The thing is, I'm gangster now. No, I lost my train of thought. Shit. No, I had one.
We are talking about survival. Like we
Survival.
were talking about not talking about survival.
Yep.
All right. Cool stuff. Cool story, bro. Interesting.
Ja, ja.
Things for today.
Maintenance.
Yes.
We had a maintenance, or we are having a maintenance. It's still going on for another. Oh, that was weird. If you see weird
Vad
stuff with
gör de?
cameras, guys, it's just
It's fine.
we're trying to fix them. There's something a bit out of focus. And I don't know why we're so excited today. It's weird.
I don't know. I think I'm just happy about 1.4.
Yeah.
I just feel.
We're not
feel
on
good.
drugs. We're not on drugs.
Why not?
I swear. Yeah, so maintenance. We still have about 1 hour of maintenance. And yeah, but there is no bug fixing in this maintenance. It's just server stuff. We have a bunch of known issues with 1.4, and we will be talking about some of these. But yeah, we didn't have any of the fixes ready for this maintenance, so it's just a
Inga
pure
bugfixar alltså.
classic traditional
Okay.
weekly maintenance with just a server
Den
cleanup.
bara
and this kind of
underhållas.
stuff.
Yes. Yes, but so moving on from that, because there's nothing really to talk about for this maintenance, which is good. That's good news, actually, for me, at least. That there's, we do obviously have some issues, and we're going to talk about those in just a second. But some of the hot topics that we have right now, the shotgun meta on consoles, we totally get that. We
Yeah, and I see chat is just like shotguns,
Shotguns.
and everything. So yeah, so yes, we know this is an issue, especially for console players, because of the aim assist with shotguns mostly. We heard you again. The reason why we didn't do anything with 1.4 was because first there was a lot of balancing tweaks with 1.4, so we wanted
Ekade på för
to
mig,
see
för
how
fan.
that would play out in the context of the
Det
shotgun
räckte inte
meta.
bra.
Nu.
Drog ner ljudet
Now we
lite.
have results, and now we see that we need to do more, so we will be doing more. Yeah, we're looking for 1.5. We are looking at addressing that issue, and especially addressing the aim assist. So we don't want the solution to be a nerf of shotguns, because that's not really the issue. The issue is just mostly the aim assist. So this is what we're looking at, tweaking the mechanic there, tweaking how this works to kind of help with this meta.
That's the thing. I mean, we have a good case study in where shotguns sit when you remove the aim assist, which we have on PC. We have an environment where you don't have that aim assist. You have, you know, mouse controls and that sort of thing. So we know, looking at that comparison, obviously I'm being a little bit,
Just det, de har auto-aim
it's a
på
bit more
konsolen.
nuanced than that.
Ja,
because
eller aim
mouse
assist.
is different from controller. But
Den
that
fixar
whole
det där
left
lilla
trigger,
sista,
right
typ.
trigger, snapping,
Yeah.
it doesn't work. especially exemplified in the case of the M870 to the head. It's not great.
Yeah, exactly. And
So-
you see when you see videos and everything, you see that this is just it's kind of stupid.
It's ridiculous.
But the people doing it are stupid. But
Yeah, aim assist equals mouse. Yeah, but you don't really have like automatic head snapping with a mouse. But I'm aware that the two are very, very different. And it's not even up to me. It's not that I'm aware of it. It's that the people that work on these systems are very aware of it.
Yeah.
We're definitely looking at the aim assist as the way to go.
yeah. So we are looking at tweaking it. We're looking at how we can change a bit. Basically, yes, the aim assist with shotguns and some other stuff. But again, we don't want the solution to be a nerf of shotguns. So I think that's the most important message, because shotguns are still, like, we think they're in a good place in terms of balancing, in terms of damage and all of that, especially in PvE. It's mostly just to address the PvP issue with the aim assist.
PvP issue.
Right. I'm just having a look to see what people think about that.
Aim assist is for CCs anyway. Well, you said it, we didn't.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. What else have we got?
yeah, so the other thing we wanted to talk about is the Phoenix credit farming with Clear Sky that we have with 1.4. So basically, there is a situation where you can, if you're equipped with World Tier 4 items, if you're gonna, optimized for World Tier 4, you can, since you can change World Tiers as much as you want, you can go in World Tier 2 and farm Clear Sky.
Here you go.
You can fax Clear Sky if you want to, but that's weird. And farm Clear Sky, because Clear Sky provides 100 Phoenix credits per completion.
Yeah.
So you can just basically do it in World Tier 2. It's much easier with your World Tier 4 equipment, and you can get tons of Phoenix credits.
But it's still 100 Phoenix credits to buy a high-end sealed cache in World Tier 4 anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's,
people are saying that's fun. Yeah, that is. But the thing is that, with scaling and, as we're looking at, scaling as a long-term sustainable thing, this can become an issue. Right now it's okay, but it can become an issue. So anyway, this is not an exploit. So if you want to do it, that's fine. But know that this is something that we will have to look at for 1.5 as well. What that means is that we're looking at having better scaling in terms of the rewards that you do for activities, because right now they're the same no matter which world you're in, which is more of an oversight.
Ja, det är bra att
thing,
de
so that's something
åtgärdar
we'll be
det
looking at.
ändå. Liksom.
So we just
det är
wanted
lite
to
för
be
enkelt,
upfront
liksom,
with you
10
guys
minuter
and
eller
let you know
under
that
10
this is
minuter,
something
några
that
som
we
har
will
gjort
have to look at
4-5 minuter, liksom.
for 1.5, but we're not going to do anything about it before that. So enjoy it while it lasts.
Yep, there you go. Obviously, a lot of questions we're seeing are about lag. There are definitely some performance issues in the current in 1.4, most notably the Xbox VoIP, which is the first thing on our known issues list. The Xbox VoIP, where are we at with that?
So we have a fix for the Xbox VoIP, but it goes with client, so it's also going to have to be a 1.5 fix. But we have one. So what that means is that, so you know how we deactivated the voice chat, the in-game voice chat on Xbox to help with the stuttering issue. It's going to stay like that until 1.5 comes out, basically. And when 1.5 comes out, we have a proper fix for the in-game voice chat and for the stuttering that no longer requires the in-game voice chat to be deactivated, so we will be able to bring back the voice chat.
Yeah, I see a lot of people also talking about PS4 performance as well. There are some other performance issues, correct, which may be related to something else.
Yeah.
So if you do have reports of those, and we have seen them, they've been really helpful, please keep those coming in. The more that we have examples of where those things are happening,
Jag menar det.
it looks like the ones we have
Folk
found
whinar
are
som
based on
fan.
certain locations. The more that we have, the better. And obviously we're testing that on our side, but if you are submitting those things, let us know where you are on the map, what's happening when those performance things happen.
And there are people asking about the menu lag thing, which is also sometimes associated with performance issues. We also have a fix for that coming, but again, that's a client issue, obviously, since it has to do with your UI. So we also have a fix for this one. It's also going to be next client update, 1.5.
A lot of people, obviously, there are some people who are on the other side of the fence and don't miss the VoIP on Xbox. They're like, I haven't had to deal with people yelling at me or saying offensive things or that sort of thing. You can still turn off in-game voice chat. When it does come back, there's still the option. You can disable and enable it. So if you don't want to hear people, you can turn it off as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for the Xbox players, just a reminder, you can still use the Xbox Party Chat, so the native one from the Xbox.
Yes.
When you're playing with your friends and all that, you can use this one. It's just more for the proximity voice or when you're matchmaking, but then you don't have a voice chat.
Exactly. Okay, so other known issues, survival link.
So there is survival link. There's a known issue where you can basically pretty much become invincible for a few seconds. This is something that is under investigation. We're trying to get a fix for that one.
Yep, that's on the list. What else we got here?
Oh, exact.
Healing delay, some people are experiencing. Not like it was before, but...
Yeah, so we had reports of delay with the first aid. Not, as you said, not
first
like
aid
it
or
was before.
medkit? So, it's first aid.
I think it was first aid.
Right.
And so it's not like it was before 1.4. It's a different issue, but that's definitely something we are looking at. It's good if you can give us as many details as you have, so because that one is a bit tricky to identify to see if it's a server issue, if it's a client issue, what exactly can be the cause. So if you're experiencing it, just give us all the details you have. What were you doing, in which area, have you experienced lag before, and all these kind of things. Put that on the forums in a bug report, and we'll be investigating that.
Yep. Someone was saying so many bugs. I've only got 4 known issues on this list. There's actually, this build is super good, but that's true. There are still some issues in there.
I mean, there's more than 4 on the forums and everything, but
of course.
There's always going to be bugs. So we're working on them.
Yes. What else? That last one there. Do you want to take that one?
Yeah. So that one, it's more of a discussion that has been going on for a while already. We had an issue in the past with vanity items that somehow were capped, and so when you would actually get a vanity item after reaching the cap, you would not be able to pick it up, and that was an issue with Underground,
Vanity
especially
item.
for the blind
whatever.
vanity outfit.
And that set's so cool.
And that was
I
cool.
haven't got that yet.
We fixed the issue, but the problem is that the items that we were supposed to get are still lost because you don't have any opportunity to get them. So we've had a bunch of players asking for them, or for us to give these items to them. So we want to look at that. We don't have a solution yet. We have to find out how we are going to make it happen. But yes, we want to make it happen that if you were not able to pick up your blind items, also there were the items with the Isaac videos. People were not able to get.
Blind gain or
so
blind
if you
cadena.
suffer from the issue of having the vanity cap, now that the vanity cap is fixed, we need to find a way to give these items to you again. So we don't have any ETA. We don't know yet exactly how we're going to do that, but we just want you guys to know that yes, this is something we want to do.
Yes, it seems that some people in chat may have just tuned in. If you have just tuned in, some of the things we've talked about, we did mention that we are definitely very aware of what's happening with shotguns in PvP right now, especially on console. The aim assist that's happening right now, we are looking at that as the way to fix that issue. That's right. That's the clearest way to put it.
Ta bort aim assist på konsol, vad fan.
So yes, we are on the same page as you guys in that regard. How we
I see people screaming storage, stash size. It's still something we are looking at. We've made some good progress in that regard, but nothing we can confirm yet. But yes, it's still something we're working on, increasing stash size.
People say, when is 1.5 coming then? 1.5 coming in 2025? 1.5 will be before then. Yeah, there you go, confirmed. Is there anything else we can say about 1.5? Before this is gonna be a pretty small.
It's a pretty
state of the game stream.
Small and short one.
Although I would urge you guys for not just now, but in the future as we have more information coming out to you. Like we've said, we're getting closer to 1.5 and survival. Now is probably the best time to follow the channel. That's all I'll say.
Det ska väl vara före årsskiftet då?
And make sure you have notifications turned on.
Somebody in chat say aim assist is not only on console. That's true. That's true. When we talk about aim assist, we talk about the whole thing, not just. We tend to say on consoles because that's where it's the most obvious. But we know it's not just on consoles. We are fully aware of that.
Yep.
Okay, 1.5. We have one spoiler.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Then also
Dad.
we are aware that aim assist
It's not,
is on
it's
all
not technically
platforms.
1.5, but there is one thing
Not
that
just on consoles,
a lot of
but
people have
det är väl
been
bara
talking
där man
about and
har
asking
aim
for
assist.
and suggesting
Ja,
for a
vad jag
while,
förstår.
which has to do with the
Jag har inte
enemy
sett
armor
någon-
damage
jag har inte
stat
sett någon
that you
aim
can
assist
have in the
på-
game and that you have
Nej, det finns
on
ingen sån
assault
inställning.
rifles as well. And a lot of people were like, hey, that would be cool if enemy armor damage would actually apply in PvP. And this is something we will be trying on the PTS. So
Yes.
we've heard you guys, we agree, that sounds like a cool idea. So we thought, hey, why don't we try it on the PTS? So
There's a PTS,
well,
I hear you say.
there's going to be a PTS at some point.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so we want to try to turn on enemy armor damage in PvP. So that would work basically with ignoring part of the armor of your target. And then making enemy armor damage, like making or forcing you to make a decision when you're building your character, if you're building towards armor or enemy armor. So you would have a clear counter against players that are just stacking armor. So that's something that we'll be testing on PTS.
Egentligen, ja.
And if it works, if it's good, if you guys like it, we can make it happen for hopefully 1.5.
Kan vara intressant.
That was my spoiler.
Ja,
And it's
det
not the
är
reason
lite
that I rolled
närmare det jag har
destructive on my
tänkt
hungry
hela
hogs, just
tiden.
a
Att
happy
det ska inte vara någon
It
skillnad om
happens
man möter
to-
en spelare kontra man möter en NPC.
Maybe you
Nej,
want
det
to
är sant,
save
det är
weapons
sant.
that have destructive on them. I'm just saying. Like, probably not a bad idea. But assault rifles have that passive enemy armor damage.
Yeah, so
bonus.
it makes assault
So
rifles that
assault
much more interesting in PvP.
rifles with destructive. I don't know. Let's try it out and see what happens. It's,
Låter
I'm
riktigt
excited. It's very,
intressant.
very cool.
Ja.
And when will the PTS be up? No, my spoiler ends here.
Your spoilerings there.
Okej, men det kommer en
It's really
PTS
cool though,
alltså, men
because
det
I
är
think
intressant.
assault rifles
Det är
are
jävligt
definitely
intressant.
underrepresented as
Fan, då
as
försvinner
weapons
ju 20 gig från
any
hårddisken
build,
igen.
right? They,
Nej, men har inte du kvar
they
det?
lose out from not
Nej,
having
jag
passive
tog bort
bonus.
Jaha, nej, jag har
So
kvar
there's so
det.
many cool weapons in that family. The G36 is obviously cool. ACRs I freaking love. The LVOAC right now is really good as well. But yes,
So yeah, and that's
we said
an
yeah,
issue that we've had when we changed the weapons, and all of them got a special effect. Is that some of them apply in PvP, others don't. What we want to do is we want to make sure that all weapons special effect apply in PvP,
Jag börjar direkt
Agreed.
PTS
which
som
may also
konsol.
mean something about stagger. But
maybe. Whoa,
Whoa,
dude, your
whoa,
spoiler was meant to
whoa.
stop.
Vad spoilade jag? missade den.
just talked about enemy armor.
We
Vet
talked
jag aldrig, jag
about
fattar
so
inte.
enemy arm damage. We've talked about. We obviously want to test it, and one of the things that we will have in that regard is control over that testing. So it's not going to be a straight one-to-one conversion, correct?
No.
So there will be a server-side, yes, modifier as to how effective that enemy armor damage will be in PvP. So we can control that and over the course of the PTS make changes to it
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
and kind of see where the sweet spot is.
Yeah.
And it might be too much at some point, it might be too little at some point, and that's why we like that.
Wow.
Super awkward. That's how we do it. I was trying to do it like that. There you go.
I'm not saying anything that makes it even more cringy.
I love doing that. I just want people to like, oh man, too much cringe. All right, how are we doing for time? I can't even see the time. Too small. We've only been here for 20 minutes. Why don't we chill and
somebody
and
said no point watching the
answer
state
some
of the game
questions if we
unless you're a
can.
PC player. Why? Why?
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
Somebody said no point watching the state of the game unless you're a PC player.
Well, that's not true.
I don't know why. Because
talked
we're
about-
talking about PTS, is that it? And you think that...
Well, I mean, that is true that console players will. We definitely are looking at it. Whether that happens for the 1.5 PTS, we don't know. If I'm being honest, it's probably unlikely.
Yeah.
But it's all to make a better build. Here's the thing: if you're on console and you're enjoying 1.4, you have to give some credit to the PTS for helping it be like that. It isn't. I get it. It's frustrating to see people enjoying upcoming content when you can't, but it made 1.4 so good. The
Yeah,
PTS.
and the thing is, and we know, again, we don't disagree. We fully agree with console players, and it would be great if we could get the the PTS on console. And that's still something we want to make it happen. But if you're a console player, you can still give us feedback. That's the thing. We don't limit PTS feedback to PC players. So the PTS forums are open to everyone. And even though you don't get to play it, you can still watch videos, read the patch notes, read all of that, and give us feedback on your impression, even though you didn't get to play it. So.
I was going to say that as well. I think the console player involvement on the forums and all the feedback was more helpful than we've probably given credit to, because console players see things or saw things in the PTS on 1.4 that PC players, may have overlooked. Like we're experiencing this thing on console, on PC rather, sorry, and then but on console maybe it works like this. Maybe this is what we should look out for, or this is what is worrying for console players, or exciting for console players. So make sure that when we do have another PTS, which we will, that you stay engaged with it, because it really, really, really helped in 1.4. So 1.5, I'm sure it'll be the same.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? PvP armor destruction is going to be OP. Well, I mean, that's why it's really important, like I said before, that we test with that modifier exactly where it should sit.
Again, just to be clear, the way we are looking at implementing it, it's not a 1-for-1. So it's not like I get 60% armor destruction, that means I'm going to remove 60% of armor mitigation from the enemy. That's not how it's going to work. There's going to be a modifier that applies, and then the end result is basically in the damage calculation. Your damage calculation is going to ignore part of the armor of your enemy, depending on your armor destruction or enemy armor damage. So what that means is that you're never going to negate the entire armor of the enemy, because otherwise that would
Alltså i chatten, så att han ser det.
What we're looking at is providing a bonus that is interesting, keeping in mind the fact that enemy armor damage is non-conditional. It's something that always applies to the enemy. There is it's not like the LMG damage that applies to targets out of cover. There is a condition here because the target has to be out of cover. The enemy armor damage applies to every enemy. So we need to play with this modifier, and again, we have a modifier that will be server-side. So what that means is that, as Hamish said, we can then tweak the modifier to see how strong we want to make it. And that will all be based on PTS testing.
Yeah. E.g., like if you look at something like destructive, which is what, 15% enemy armor destruction. If we set that modifier to 0.5, 7.5% of that destructive, well, 50% of that destructive, but you get 7.5 enemy armor destruction, that kind of thing. And then we can change it as we need to.
Yannick say armor. Do I say armor in a funny way?
No, I think I probably say it pretty weird. Because I don't pronounce the R at the end. Armor.
Armor. Whatever.
Amour.
Armor. Somebody was asking, are PTS... okay, I'm mixing up everything. Are shotguns being fixed today? No, they are not. No, they are not. They will be fixed, but not today.
No. Hamish, are you streaming later? No, I don't plan to. But maybe if we have some time. Like I said before, it really helps.
Armor.
It really helps if you're following the channel and set that notification to on, so you don't miss specific things. You want to do that. You want to do it.
When the channel goes live.
Just trust me. You're going to want to do that. That's as much as I say. What else have we got here?
All right, now is your time, guys. Questions?
Yeah, so, the armor cap. So I've seen a lot of people talking about armor cap and that sort of thing. These things are always subject to change. It's a big swing, the whole armor cap from 1.3 to 1.4, where everyone could basically hit the armor cap by accident in 1.3. Now in 1.4, yes, we have seen Marco's video and these sorts of things, and those things are always helpful to the conversation. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe there are changes coming from it, maybe not. But I personally think that armor feels pretty good in 1.4. But again, we're continuing to look at those things and see what happens. Yes, it is a stat that you will probably want to prioritize over everything else, but it's much better than 1.3.
It's in a better place, and we don't disagree with some of the points of Marco, definitely. No. And in terms of
other people too.
Return on investment, it's true that at the moment armor is probably more interesting than other stats, so that's definitely something we need to look at. But at this point we can't really say much about it because we don't have the solutions yet.
Jag är nöjd med hur det är nu. Jag tycker det är bra balans.
Ja,
Please nerf the
man får ju
DPS
offra
signature
lite.
skill.
Det är ju bra tycker jag.
Okay, noted. I mean, I'm not saying
De har
okay,
gjort
we'll
det
nerf
bra
it, but
tycker jag. Det var ju sämre förr där man kunde
Tactical link here.
tanka upp allt liksom.
Tactical link, yeah, it can be pretty powerful. That's true.
Deadeye 2-piece bonus, yeah, I've seen people talking about that because it's the initial bullet stability, and some people have been wondering what's the use of it.
Initial bullet stability is still technically in the game, as far as I know. Frederick may come and correct us. Initial bullet stability still affects the way that your guns fire.
It still counts, it still works. It's just that, we kind of merged everything into stability, and I think that is the last remaining reference to something more specific like the initial bullet stability.
Yes.
Maybe it's something that needs changing, I don't know.
So the way that I see it, and if I'm wrong, I'll do the equivalent of printing a retraction, but the way I see it, we still have control over all of those individual modifiers in the engine on the guns. We don't just now have a value for stability. We have a value for stability in the retail version of the game for you guys, which affects everything. Initial bullet stability, horizontal stability, these sorts of things. So the Deadeye bonus, it still does affect initial bullet stability. But if you have stability on a mod, it will affect all of those individual values that we have in the engine. So, if I'm wrong, I will update you guys. But that's the way I see it. Because that's the way that we make guns feel different from each other. You know, the way that they recoil and the way that they pull up.
Is Division coming to Nintendo
So
Switch?
we will have retained all of that control.
Ja, det är så
Heroic
funkar
missions
ju.
into No, at least not for now. We are not looking at bringing heroic missions back just yet.
Okay, so heroic.
If people are looking for a fun challenge to do, one of the things I've been really enjoying is doing solo challenge missions. I did refugee camp yesterday and it was so much fun. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely give that a
Det är
go.
faktiskt skitkul.
Ja.
How about skins for armor?
Va?
I mean, we have a lot of vanity slots for which are statless.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, are you talking about like a transmog type thing? Wow, chat's going real quick.
I've seen somebody
How many
asking, and I
people
think that's an interesting thing because we haven't talked about it for a while. And let's take just a minute to talk about it. Anti-cheat system. And somebody's asking about anti-cheat.
What?
It's something that we've been working on and we're constantly working on.
Okay.
And it's a constant fight between us and cheaters and people making tools for cheating. The reason why we don't talk about it and the reason why we don't give you any details is that any detail we give is something that can be used by cheater and cheat engine makers.
Yeah.
Problemet med det där är att fuskarna ligger
So
oftast
that's why
2-3 steg
we do
före.
not talk about it because we don't want to help them.
jag
But that doesn't
menar,
mean we're not working on it. We are constantly working on
Exactly.
improving our cheating method. It's a constant race. They make new tools. We make new ways to detect them.
Yeah.
They upgrade them. We upgrade our ways. It's just a constant thing.
Exactly. Please do not mistake our silence or lack
åtminstone
of
steget
noise on the
efter
subject
ligger
as
tillverkaren
a
måste
lack of
utvecklarna
caring.
ligga.
We
Ja.
care about that a lot.
För de
We
vet
don't
inte
want
vad de
people
ska
to
stoppa
experience
för
cheats. I haven't
förrän det har
experienced any
kommit
in
ut.
1.4. I'm sure
Precis.
maybe some of you have. My impression is right now it's not happening as much, which is great. But we take it very, very seriously. Very seriously. Like, this is my serious face. That's how seriously I take cheaters.
Men det är bra. De tar det.
Now you know. That's it. That seems like a pretty...
I have nothing to say. I'm speechless now.
That's really not going to convert well into the podcast. Can you maybe just, like, for people who are listening to this in podcast format later on, explain how serious my face looked? Maybe make it sound a lot better than it was.
There was a very super serious, almost scary face
All right,
of
freak
Hamish,
different now.
like you've never seen it before.
But someone in chat says they can't take me seriously.
Our server's up now. I don't know. We don't have any feedback here or any confirmation. Normally they shouldn't because it was supposed to last for 30 more minutes, the maintenance. But it could be that they opened early. So the best is, has anybody in chat tried to log in? If you manage to log in, let us know.
Yeah. That would help, and then we can just say, servers are up. Not up yet. I think they're going to be up at 12:30, so in about half an hour from now. That was the plan, right? 9:30 to 12:30?
Yeah.
Han har lång underhåll.
Should be up in half an hour. People are asking about a barber in the base.
Yeah.
It would be really cool. Let's be honest, it's not gameplay breaking. It would be one of those cool quality of life things. We don't have it yet, but that would be great. Maybe with some new hairstyles, with some nice Yannick beards, with these sorts of things. Like that'd be fantastic.
Faktiskt.
Chat is
Again,
going
I
completely
think so.
crazy. I
Little
can't read
cult.
anything anymore.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
And they said that.
Done. This is the problem when more people show up. I like it though.
Not really a problem.
Apparently, there's like over 3,000
There'll be
people in here. So
matklocka.
welcome, thank you. If you and I've noticed also recently a lot more new players.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Welcome if you're new. Yannick, do you want to introduce yourself to people who don't?
Welcome. My name is Yannick. I'm a community developer on The Division.
Nice. I promise we're not always this awkward.
That was weird.
Yeah, that's it. My name is Hamish. I am also a community developer on The Division. That's it. That's it.
Welcome to the official live stream of The Division.
Yay!
All right.
We need actually need people in here to like be our hype men, but that's not happening. But no, I've seen a lot of people coming back. It's been really cool. E.g., Rogue Agent Radio podcast is now going to be streaming. Now the pressure's on. We've officially announced it, guys. Dave, Boom, and Doom.
You have to
I
make
hear
it
that they're gonna be
happen.
streaming.
You have to make it happen. I want to see it.
I'm just going to say, like, you have to go and check those guys out.
Super excited.
Seen a bunch of people coming back to streaming. Sexy Hexy was streaming last night. Woo! Loved it. Beard hype, bro.
Somebody
Exactly.
was complaining about cringiness. That was really not intended.
No, it is really intended. I'm sorry.
It just happens. We're just cringy by nature.
It just happens, and you're going to have to get used to it.
If you're new, just ask the people that have been following us for a while.
Exactly.
That's just the way it goes.
Exactly. But the thing is that people are excited about the future of the game, and I am too.
Yes.
They're like 6 to 8 player raids, all these things. Can we have? I saw an awesome Reddit thread about can we have dog companions, or like, and it kind of derailed into a discussion about Tamagotchis. I would love that. Is it important? No.
Tamagotchi
Is it
confirmed.
awesome? Yes. Because there's actually, we know now, no dog food in the base of operations. That dog food bowl has been empty the whole time.
Ja, det är faktiskt sant.
Peter brought it up to Jeremy the other day. He's looking into it.
Matkollen
Game
I'm sure
breaking.
it's not just that, like somebody puts food
In
when you're
i-
away
in
and
i
the dog
pose.
eats it.
Den har alltid
But
varit
what
tom.
if you hang out in the booth 24/7? That dog hasn't eaten for 24 hours.
It would be super exciting to do, I'm sure.
It's important. Dogs will eat corpse. Well, we could just leave the dog a corpse then. There you go. Exactly. Dog needs food. So that's 1.5 is going to be the dog food patch.
Maybe.
No, it's not. That's the only thing that we do in 1.5. We add dog food to the base
You can
of
see the
operation.
patch note from here.
There you go. All right, guys, we're actually going to leave it there unless we see anything super interesting show up. Do you want?
Whoa.
Why don't we just quickly recap? What?
You just said, like, unless we see something super interesting. You basically
No,
just said that,
I
like,
mean-
what Chad is saying is not interesting.
No, super interesting and something that we haven't addressed before. That's all I mean. So maintenance today was basically server restart and cleaning.
Yes.
We talked about the shotgun meta on PvP specifically, and as to why that's problematic through the aim assist.
Yes.
We talked about the world tier 2, people are mostly doing it in. Clear sky farming
Yeah, the
for
clear
Phoenix
sky farming,
credits.
Phoenix credits farming. As
Fill
we
your
said,
boots. It's okay.
Bara
It's like
sätta igång
enjoy it
farmar
where it
då
lasts.
innan de tar bort det.
Yes.
Oh.
Xbox VoIP will be fixed in 1.5. We're looking at survival link,
Yeah.
healing delay, and the vanity items cap. We will find a way to get those vanity items to you guys.
Yes.
What else do we have? We also talked about enemy armor damage possibly coming to, well, we want to test it in 1.5 PTS and
Yes.
PvP.
Yes.
So I would say hold on to your disruptive weapons.
Yep.
Just saying. All right. Thank you very much
Okay.
for hanging out today, guys. If you're
Yeah.
listening to this on the podcast,
Rulla
a
fram
little bit later
destructive
on,
och
then
spara all
fantastic.
destructive
You
man
did a
har
good
med
job.
andra ord.
Ja,
If you
precis.
just tuned in on Twitch,
Men det var 21
Then
LFG, då är ju saken
you
business.
also
Yeah.
have the option of going and looking back at the past broadcast, or looking on SoundCloud/iTunes later in the day for the audio recap. And that's it. All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you very soon. Maybe sooner than you think. Whoa. All right. We're done. Thanks very much, guys. See you later.
See you guys.
Så mycket info var det ju ändå inte, så att säga.
Ja, inte mycket nyheter.
Nej, det tyckte jag. Men samtidigt så, jag menar, vad fan, det är ju bara liksom serverunderhåll. De gjorde inga uppdateringar alls, inga bugfix alls. Bara liksom rensning av server.
Ja.
Så att ja, man kan inte förvänta sig så mycket.
Nej.
Jag tror att det kommer när det börjar närma sig själva nästa uppdatering, nästa release. Då kommer de i sådana fall att börja informera mer.
Ja, precis.
Om vad som komma skall.
De har måste landa lite grann i det här också. De har ju gjort ett jävla jobb egentligen.
Jo, det är sant. Det har de gjort.
Så att,
det har de gjort, det stämmer.
Det är trist att konsolspelarna har problemen där, men de jobbar ju ändå på det, så det kommer ju lösa sig.
Men det där tycker jag är intressant, att många som gnäller på att varför inte konsolspelare har tillgång till PTS.
Ja.
Jag skrev ju det i chatten. Förklara istället varför det är så svårt för er att få igång liksom en PTS för konsolspelare, istället för att säga att det blir ingen PTS för konsolspelare.
Ja.
Jag tror att de såg inte min fråga eller något sådär, men de har inte heller gått rent ut och sagt varför det är så. Men jag menar, är man lite insatt så vet man ju att det har att göra med, alltså Sony ställer ju vilka jävla krav de ställer liksom. Det är inte bara slänga upp en server, eller Microsoft, det är inte bara slänga upp en server. Det är ett jäkla vänderi innan de ens får komma igång där med de där grejerna.
Ja.
Tar alldeles så mycket tid egentligen innan servern är nere igen.
Ja.
Jag menar, PTS har nu länge varit en igång, en månad.
Ja.
Ska de hålla på en månad för att skicka iväg handlingar fram och tillbaka till både Microsoft och Sony för att kunna dra igång en server? Nej. Det är bättre att låta PC-användarna, som är en enkel grej att göra en PTS-server på, och liksom ta erfarenheterna från det, för det är ju ganska likvärdiga fel på PC som det är på konsol.
Ja, det är det ju, men visserligen så har ju de har ju det unika problem de har nu på konsol, och det hade de ju upptäckt om de hade kunnat göra en PTS bara. Men problemet är att det går ju inte. Det är inte, som sagt, det är inte deras fel. Det är ju Microsofts respektive Sony som håller hårt i sina grejer liksom. Hårt tycker jag, men samtidigt så måste de ju ha en kontroll över det.
Ja, precis. Det som jag däremot har reagerat mycket nu på sistone, när jag spelade in en video för inte så länge sedan om det, jag ska länka in det, jag ska skriva det på forumet, att ljudet laggar nog fruktansvärt mycket. Det verkar som att det är någon flaskhals någonstans. Och sen när man har gjort en mission, eller när man har gjort nere i underground, man har varit nere liksom i 5-10 minuter.
Ja.
Efter 10 minuter har gått, då kommer all ljud på en gång. Då helt plötsligt så hör man alla som dör, som man har skjutit för flera minuter sedan.
I spelet?
Samtidigt, ja.
Däremot har jag varit med om att de här typ snacken, så här, warning, incoming hostiles. De där kan komma helt plötsligt, boom.
Jag ska skicka dig länken till där jag spelade in det sist. Jag tror det kom med i videon. Det är skitskumt. Alla dör på en gång liksom, när man har dödat klart alla för länge sedan, och så dör alla på en gång när man öppnar dörren, och så kan man bort i den där lådan och plocka upp den där looten som ligger där. Då hör man liksom alla ljud från när alla dör samtidigt. Men det låter så jävla skruvat. Jag har inte skrivit in någonting i forumet, vilket jag ska göra snart faktiskt. Kan vara bra för dem att veta, eller jag tror inte det är problem hos mig, det tror jag verkligen inte.
Nej, det är någonting i klienten, men
ja, det är ju skumt.
Helt klart.
Ja, nu måste jag gå och äta, säger min klocka här.
Gör det.
Så vi hörs. Ha det bra. Ciao.
Ha det.